When we struggle, we burn out. And when there is proper communication, burning out, we'll be off because we know exactly what to do. Communication is the exchange of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium to achieve a better understanding. It is the means of sending and receiving what? Communication. The main content of communication is information. Information is what you are passing through that process of what? Communication. So your information must be spelled out. So that when you are talking, you cannot just be talking out of sense now. There is something you want to say to somebody, that's why you're engaging in what? In conversation. So that content that you want to talk about, you must know it. And you quickly, set out to deliver that. Especially when you're at work. There is occasion for passing information even when, or somebody just being okay. Don't waste somebody's time when you're passing information. Do what you have to do. Shake it and let the person go. So that every other person can go and do what they're meant to do without delay. So it's not an occasion to begin to over-digress into some other areas that are not relevant to what you are meant to do. So it's receiving and sending information. And then collaboration is the exchange of information and things to advance the state of what? Collaborative product. Communication, exchange of information, collaboration, exchange of what? Information. When you are collaborating with somebody, there is no way you can collaborate with someone and there is no information. What are we going to work on? What are we working together on? There is something, there is a project, there is an art we are working on. So that must, be engaged. There must be such an exchange. And then, further on, I also said here that collaboration is when a team works together and combines their skills and expertise. When a team can be just 2 people, can be 3, can be 4, depending. There's no limit to what number makes up a team. When they work together and then they're able to put in their strengths, their mastery together to solve the problem. Just the same way those children in the Federal Government Girls College in Shagam came together and designed that robot. Okikiola Shagam, Kikishagi. When I heard the name Kikishagi, I said these children are really, really funny. How did they just funkylize it to make it like, for anybody else I said between Okikiola, but when you say Kikishagi, that is a product of collaboration. They are all students together, but I tell you, their strength in their physics, in their furthermans, and their maths differs. So they came together to work, contributing and bringing together all of their strengths in different bits to be able to arrive at that. If one person could say, I can do it, but it's going to take a longer time. What a person will do and takes a longer time, 2, 3, 4 people will do it in the shortest of time. That's one of the advantages of collaboration. You get work done faster than you imagine. Working with others often enable you to see new perspectives or navigate challenging projects more effectively. Now listen, what you know is what you know. What you don't know, you don't know it. But when you collaborate with other people on the same thing, you'll be surprised the perspective, the angle this other person is looking at that and saying, wow, I never thought of that. I didn't really at all. Wow, this is awesome. And it helps. Because when the two perspectives come together, you now begin to do a bit of analysis and they start and they are like a puzzle. You are not fitting them how they work and that moves. So what is collaborative communication? In the Oxford Dictionary, collaboration is defined as the act of working with another person or group of people to create or produce something. The same dictionary also defines communication further as the activities or the process of expressing ideas and feelings or giving people information. Now, together, collaborative information is the act of sharing information and expressing ideas while working together to achieve what? A common goal. Expressing, sharing information and working together to achieve a what? A common goal. The common goal we have in school or we have in any business. We may have people here who are not even into school. Whatever business you do, the purpose of having a front desk, having people in the factory for manufacturing, people in the lab to analyze the content, is to be able to produce one product. That all of those. So the essence of all of us working together in the school is because of the students, the learners. That at the end of the day, we have a learner that is awesome, raw, total, in such a way that can express. It's not just a learner that passed biology with a distinction, and then all other subjects are what? P what? P8, P7, F9. Can that child go to anywhere? Can go nowhere. Cannot, as a matter of fact. That child will only leave the school. Cannot go anywhere. So which then means that what I do in my subject is of greater importance to what you do in your subject. And we have to work all of this together so that that child will be awesome. What you do in your office and what the ICT instructor does in the ICT lab, and what the security is handling at the post, all of them is working together for the good of the school. Everybody is working together for the good of. So collaboration is key. So and then Sarah Gracia said this about collaborative communication. She said, collaborative communication is any communication, is it verbal or non-verbal, that helps individuals work better together than they would alone, and therefore assist in achieving company what? Goal. Work together and achieve what is likely difficult to be achieved, individually. That is collaborative communication. You are using information to get some other people work with you to achieve a goal. How to collaborate effectively at work. You have to encourage your team members to be agile and take advantage of the tools they have. Agile to be smart, to be sweet. We have this, yes, we have the preschoolers, the preschool unit, the lower primary, the upper primary. In some schools they also have middle primary. Some schools have year 1 and 2 as lower, 3 and 4 as middle, and 5 and 6 as upper. While some actually have 1 to 3 as lower, then 4, 5, 6 as upper. Each of those units, everybody in those units matters. The preschool, what they do matters so much to what will happen in the lower primary. If a good job is not done in preschool, it will affect the lower primary. And so you cannot just say, no, me I'm a preschooler, me I'm an early year, I'm a Montessori. Thank God for you. In all your early year Montessori, do in such a way that when this child enter year 1, I am not struggling as I will be handling that child. So we need to work together. Each unit needs to work together. No unit is complete by itself. Everybody must work together. So we must encourage our team members. So everyone that we work together in whatever classification we have. I know some people will have reception, nursery 1, nursery 2, kindergarten. Some will have whatever you call it. Everybody in that unit must ensure they work together, and those in the year classes work together, and as you get them ready for the high school. So too, you must set the stage by defining expectations and responsibilities, and then trust them to do their best. They're talking about how to collaborate effectively, encourage everybody to work, to take advantage, to be smart and practical. Next one, set the stage of defining responsibility. Let everyone know what to do, and that is why there is curriculum and scheme of work for each of the classes, isn't it? That is the knowing what everybody should do. This is what nursery 2 should do. for 1 year. So look at this and ensure that this child is in your class. At the end of the session, this child should have been able to perform all of these activities. Do all you have to do to ensure that. And as that child moves to the next class, yes. So you must set that stage and define the expectations. When you define the expectations, then you allow them to work. Allow them to work. Trust that they deliver. But you know, trust is also built over a period of time. Trust is not just one day. You must have been doing what you have to do correctly before somebody can trust you. If you are given a task and you are not diligent in it, the chances of trust will be Will be slim. As a matter of fact, the person can be coming and be standing on top of your neck because he's not sure of how you are going to and do it. So it's important for us as educators to build trust. Let the teachers build trust in the administrator. Let the administrators listen, if you have an educator that you don't trust, there is no point holding on to that person. Because even you will not be at rest. And you will become a micromanager. You will be on top and be running up and down. You almost like you are the one doing the job. Because you don't trust that the person can deliver. So it's important that we trust one another to deliver, on our projects. Then the third, collaborative, working collaborative, how to work collaborative. Lead by example. Coach and develop your team skills and set your team's skill set while you are keeping everyone focused. Lead by example. Are you the team lead? Work by what? You can't be an administrator and you are late to work and you say that everybody should resume it. Because you are the boss, you can come anytime. It does not work. Because you are the boss, you are exempted from basics that should naturally be. It won't work. Somebody one day Oga, you know human being too now. Because already you have created a system to break the operations. What you expect your team members to do, you must You must be able to do it. You must be able to put it into full practice so that they see what you do. You must put. If you take you pulling off your jacket, pulling off anything to demonstrate to do, just like Nancy said, she did. I remember those days when we get ready, like we are resuming now. Saturday, Sunday, we had to be in school. We are packing up tables, arranging classroom, getting ready. The kids can't come in on Monday. Somebody is coming fresh to JS1 or year 1, and the classroom, there are no furniture in the class. The place is not ready. Who does that? Whatever it will take, because usually painting at this time, because summer, after summer, the painting and some other work, start going on. So it's like getting the whole place almost not too organized because of so many things happening. But as a teacher, you must always ensure as soon as they finish one part, make sure that you are there arranging and getting your class ready. Because by now you know your class. By now you must have been assigned a class. It is not on Monday that you are not going to be assigned a class. You have been assigned your responsibility, you have been assigned what to do, and you know what to do, and your diary is already for the activities. So you must lead by example. As even in the classroom, as we lead the children, you lead them, you communicate and collaborate with them. You need to collaborate with the students in the class or the class to be organized and be functional. If you think you are on stage, I'm sorry for you. You'll be the only one going. They'll just be looking at you when you are not. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. Any question? No question. Know that they are pushing you on the free road. Gallop, you'll just be going on your own. You must get to the point. You must, from the beginning, thank God this is the beginning of the session, the beginning of the term. You must establish cordiality, connection and relationship with those children that will help you throughout the time and throughout the session. What about the mode of communication? It could be verbal, it could be non-verbal, it could be written, it could be active listening, it could also be what? Visual. Whichever. know that exactly what you want to pass, know the information you want to pass, and then know the person you want to pass the information to. The person you want to pass the information to, it's a determinant of the type to use. I think it was also part of the thing that we said in the morning. You cannot say everybody now, should everybody have an Android phone and just send something, just go to the WhatsApp group and send it. It is not everybody that observe their WhatsApp like some other people. Some people don't even get to Facebook every day. They do that once in a week. You understand? So if you need information to get to the right person, study them and know that this person ever send it, let me call. Mr. Ade, are you to me? Yes. There's going to be so and so. Check your WhatsApp. The details is there. That you are sending information to somebody and you are following through. You don't just assume that they are. What about the benefit of effective communication? It provides what? Clarity. When you communicate effectively and you use that language that is simple and straightforward, it's clear. Because that same thing is what you do in the class also. When you are teaching the children, use the language that is what? That's simple enough for them to comprehend what you are teaching them. Passing information to anybody, use that as simple enough, that they can get. Confusion, uncertainty, and ambiguity make people uncomfortable and uncooperative. Abi, when you say something and the people are confused, you say, which one is this one again now? They don't know what to do because already the angle that you brought the matter has thrown them off balance. And it does happen even among team members. Don't assume that everybody have understanding at the same rate that you do. Give allowance for individual differences and ensure you. So making roles, responsibility and relationship clear gives everyone the information they need to do their job and to understand their contribution to the school. You are taking preschool. You are in the you are the reception. You are this. All the things that you are doing, you are working together. This person is working. Parents come in. They want satisfaction, and as you handle the children, we are all getting them ready. So you at the reception, you find any of the students working or doing something, it's also your responsibility to ensure that you call that child to order and know that. Not say, me, I'm in the office, so I'm not teacher. I'm a non-teaching staff. We are non-teaching staff in the environment where teaching is taking place. We are a teacher. What you teach is differently, so everybody must know. So you can't see the children dress anyhow. It's a collective responsibility of every member of the team to ensure that the children are always properly dressed. It's not just the responsibility of the teacher alone or the HOD or the administrator. Everybody must see. When the children know those who will tell them dress properly. As soon as they see you coming, and they know there are other ones that if you like, let your trouser be on top of your head. As long as you are not naked, they do not see. So they will even walk past you and greet you because they know that you do not see them. They know. But immediately they step out of where you are and they look up and say, yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. They have to adjust. Don't be that kind of a personnel that children will do anything without you correcting them. Don't. It does not work well. So effective communication reduces the cost associated with conflicts, misunderstandings, and mistakes. Because when there is conflict, nothing can be done. The whole system will start burning. Fire everywhere. It will just be what you will hear some things that you can never imagine that is it because of this thing that happened, and this is why this person is saying this just because of that. So the best thing is to ensure that there's clarity. Provide, so when you work together, when you communicate very well, you know there's going to be clarity. You build relationship. You have said so much about this earlier too. A culture that promotes open communication reduces tension between hierarchies of teachers, both professionally and what socially. When there is such relationship, I will not interpret what you are saying. I won't but when there is no relationship, when you say something that you don't even mean from that angle, I can begin to like, is that why she said that? Was that why she looked at me like that? You now begin to read meaning and interpret things that does not even make any difference. Because but when you understand, building relationship is understanding everybody for who they are and accepting them for who they are and allowing the spaces for them to be who they are, and not just wanting to box everybody up in your own kind of a person. Everybody cannot be you, so you must give room for that. So effective communication creates a shared culture that fosters teamwork and encourages what? Cooperation. Then it also creates commitment. Effective communication creates what? Commitment. Effective communication involves not only sending information but also receiving it. You send, then it is received. So many times we send information and it is not received. Not received because it did not land in the person's device, but the person did not what? Internalize it. And so the moment it is not internalized, no action can happen. Nothing can happen. So it's important that we do that. So by listening to teachers' concerns, we allow them to have input in the work and their workplace and giving consideration to their suggestions. So it's important. I'm sure we have had meetings, preparation meeting, we have not yet. Thank God today is just one day. And Friday, tomorrow is the only day, Friday. It's better to have done meeting with our staff meeting and put a lot of things in perspective, what we want to achieve in this academic year, how we are starting the session, what is going to be the scope for the first term. All of these things should have been itemized. Who is on duty for next week? It is not on Monday morning you are looking for Mr. Adekogbe. You'll be on duty. Because anyone is going to be on duty must prepare his or her mind. We know that everybody must be in school early. But doing duty takes extra. And because it takes extra, you need to what? To be prepared. Your mind must be what? Prepared. So such a list must have been out. Which committee am I functioning in this term? So in that committee, you can now begin to quickly brainstorm and know what we are going to what we will do. All of these people must know where they will function so that they can work well. And then you give them, in the course of the meeting, you allow them to express themselves, to also say the ideas they have. You can even ask them, what you want to do, you know. But you give them the room to what? Say a lot of things, come up with a lot of ideas, and that will even end up modifying what you have in mind, because you know it's also suitable for what you want to do. So that it's not looking like they're just here. All you do is pass instruction to them and expect them to what? They will just be following you. What happened? Madam has not spoken. Are you telling me that you can? No, she is the one that will tell us what to do. That's not work. That's not good. This can make everyone in the school feel like they are valued contributors and they are loyal. When you involve them, they are what? They feel valued. And because they feel valued, they also give in their what? Their loyalty. You can, as a matter of fact, they tell you, our director cannot do that. I know our director, she can't do that. He cannot do that. Because I know that she would have discussed with us. There's a way she gets to hear our views about things, you know, because they are so sure that that's what you will do. So, and they will be more engaged, and they will also be what? Motivated. Even if there is no money to give. Do you know that communication can do this? Majority of the problem we had during COVID was because we were not communicating enough. Or no communication at all. Someone say, "Kini mo fẹ́ sọ, owó no fẹ́ mi dẹ̀ ní." Kò sọ̀rọ̀. There is ọ̀rọ̀. Even when there is no money, there must be what? There must be what? there must be information. You need to let them know. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is what we have. We just try to see how we can get send them around, and so that everybody have a picture of it. Or what we are expecting. They have expectation. When you commune with staff, they have expectation, and they look forward to, because you're carrying them along. They know what you are. They are not blank. They don't know. They cannot say. You understand? And they are adults now, isn't it? They're adults, and everybody have plans. They have needs. They also need to plan their life. The children also have to go to school. They also have to pay rent. They also have to eat. You understand what I'm talking about? So information is key. Information is key. So get them engaged. They are motivated. You know, effective communication creates support and what? Commitment. And then there is also communication also defines what? Expectations. When you communicate, you also have to define what you are expecting. Yes, these children here, I have this child here, they came in here, this is a challenge. This particular child has this particular challenge. The mother, you know, confided in the school, and this is it. But we want to see what we can do, you know, to help this child. You understand? That is one child in a class, and then the all kids in that class. This is what at the end of the term, those in nursery 2 should have been able to 1, 2, 3, 4 set expectation class by class. Set expectation class by class. Expectation is an application of the content that they have learned, taking into consideration the curriculum or the content that is designed. And then, you know, it's important for us to look at the ages of those children. You know, some of them might outdo those ages, those things. But this is as the minimum. They should be able to what? Be at this level. You know, so performance. So when people are uncertain about what is expected of them, and they will be evaluated, they can't do when people are uncertain about what is expected of them and how they will be evaluated, they can't do their job well. What I mean by that is, if they don't know what they are going to be evaluated on, the job is likely not to be properly done. If there is no and write 1 to 10, read 1 to 50 and write 1 to 10. So, and that's all. Like, everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even if it's cramming or whatever, do it. And then that child cannot do backward count and cannot figure out where a particular number is within that space. Or in the chemistry class, in the whatever class you have, it's important that we have expectation. Performance reviews are difficult because the teachers does not know the performance standard they are expected to meet if you did not communicate to them. You can't. Don't set people up for failure. Don't set your staff up for what? Failure. Tell them what to expect. I am going to assess you. I am assessing you on what? On this basis. Know it. One, I'm going to all of this and the things I'm going to go through for me to assess you and see if you have done well or not. So that it's not looking at him. I don't even know what they're going to use. How is it going to be? You don't know. Just get it clear from the beginning, and it helps. So, how administrators can support? How can an administrator support the teachers? You must make yourself available as an administrator. Make yourself what? You can get, you know, be available. To be available is to ensure that you make yourself known, visible. You are visible enough to let them know what they are feeling and what you expect from them. You know, like what you said. Administrators should have it clear that they are available to provide support. One way to do so is by having an open door policy. If this gets too hectic, consider leaving your door open only during certain words, so that, you know, the rush hours, the rushing is curtailed. You can say within 10 to 12 during break, I'm available for, so that it's not just like, even to parents, they are available to listen, they are available for them to come and make clarity, yes. And then if you don't have scheduled time, you know what will happen? Anybody can come at any time. And that may disturb other things that you have to what? you have to do. As an administrator, you also have other things on your table, isn't it? You have reports to, you have documents to go through, and so you cannot just spend the whole day talking to people alone. You also have some other things to do. So when your staff comes to you with a problem, try not to force your opinion on them. Counsel. Give them your opinion, give them your idea, allow them to make up their mind, so that it doesn't look as if you have imposed that on them. Make it clear that you trust the teacher and their sense of decision, and okay, you have this, okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 are likely things that you can do, and then okay, I know you know the right thing to do, even if the person does not know, because you have what? That person will go and do proper thinking. My God trusted me. My God said, I know that you know the right thing to do. Not that, go there, this is what we should do. They now have to start looking for how to figure that out. But if you give them the options, they will go and look for how that will work. Building time for peer collaboration. This is basically like, people that are working in the same unit and the same area, let them have occasion to work together, to collaborate as peer. Like I said earlier, in different units, preschool, lower primary, upper primary, junior secondary school, senior secondary school, let them have occasion. There should be meetings. There should be occasions for these units to meet and deliberate on issues that have to do with that unit. It's expected, part of the expectation you can set for units is also enrollment population. You can say this is the entry number. By the end of the term, you're expected to have meet up with this particular number, so that will help them to do all they will need to do to ensure that they get the children they're in class ready, and also get to talk to people, do a good job, so that the product of that class can also market what they are doing. Let it be such that a unit will create problem for another unit. You know that kind of problem. By the time they have 2-3 units in nursery 2, and you only have one arm in year 1, you have to begin to look for class, and teachers to handle. You understand? Those are beautiful problems. You understand? So let's see how that can be. Let's create such kind of a target, so that our people can see. And when that happens, there should also be a reward. When there is a reward, they are happy because they are getting value, getting reward for the effort that they are putting. So it's good. So you can set up mentorship program among. For example, I know that we are likely to have new teachers, Abi. They are just coming in. Do orientation for them. Either the administration assign one of the old teachers to do that. These people are coming from another school. The way they write their lesson plan is different from the way you write your own. The way they prepare the master notes, that's the notes they give to students, is different from the way you do in your in your school. So it's important to let them know how it is done in the in the new school. It's important to let them know. Give them orientation, let them know everyone. They're not just coming in on Monday and they're meeting everybody new. And if it's Monday they are resuming, you must carve out time. Maybe after classes, carve out time. But I think it's also proper. If they're resuming, except, I know there is shortage of teachers now already. Some may be resuming on Monday. And some probably are already captured and they have resumed, or they know they are coming, they have been around. But some may be completely new coming on Monday. But whichever way, let us get them ready, prepare to welcome them and let them know how the school operates and what is acceptable in the school, up to their dress code, the kind of language they use, how they handle children, how they talk to one another. We must ensure that we get all of that ready, so set that up. Then support your teachers' decisions. When there are occasions and things happen and they make up their mind to do some stuff, listen to them and say, okay, fine, let's see how it goes. Go ahead. And but let me know whatever is it. Anywhere you need my Now just come back and let me know wherever you are, what stage you are, how far you are on, what you have achieved, and what needs to be done. You, as an administrator, you are helping, supporting. You are supporting the teachers, and they know that they can always walk up to you and talk to you because they know they will always get the support. Not the administrator that cannot go there when it's not that I want to have high blood pressure. She will scream the way as soon as you are opening the door, she will, who is that? I scream. There are some people like that too. I know an administrator, thank you. This woman can scream, even as a consultant. When she will talk to you, you will be talking on top of her voice. She will, she can talk for 2 hours on the phone and all complain, never say anything good in all the staff. Said, I told her, madam, I'm not sure I can work with you. If you don't appreciate what you have, you can never get anything good. You cannot. And one of the teachers said sometimes that as soon as he's coming to work and he gets to the front of the building, his heart starts panting. He eventually had to take off for his life. You know, so you can, what you do as an administrator matters. How you manage your own emotion, how you manage yourself matters so much. So it's important that you know, your teachers know that you will support them, you give them that open hand to explore all that they need to do in such a way that they can get a lot of things done. You know, there was here a survey, and they were asking teachers to rank 22 positive administrators' behavior, you know, in order of importance. The second most valued behavior was the support teachers in matters of student discipline. I know that is one major aspect of that schools always, these children are like, is it there when we can discipline them? You cannot discipline them and talk to them. Okay. These children are, if you just introduce small spanking, don't introduce small panking. Small panking will lead to big spanking. And anything can what? You know. And then the first one is, says, they respect and value teachers as professionals. Teachers like it when you value them as professionals, not just as children. We are professionals, we are colleagues, but you are opportune to be in leadership position. So we treat people that are under you as human beings. So when parents complain about issue, I think was also one of the questions that was asked. How do administrators, do you just cite the parent because customers are always right? And you leave the teacher at the whims and the caprices of the parent to talk and do anything? You must always protect and support your teachers and your staff, not just teachers alone, and all the other staff. You must ensure that you get that, and then even if the teacher is knowingly wrong, he or she will apologize, but she should not be dehumanized. Not be dehumanized, and such a person will know that this act is not acceptable in the school. So when teachers know that their administrators are that supportive, you know, they have confidence, and the confidence is not to go and because it's wrong. The confidence is to know that I will do my job well. In case there is a mistake along the line, I can always quickly walk up to my administrator and explain what has happened, even before parents come in. When they go and report yourself first. Report yourself. The parent may come and may not come, but you what? Report yourself. Man, this is what I did. I don't know what the parents will feel about it, but I'm really sorry. It was not meant to be that way. Report yourself. Let that case be known. It is important. So when teachers know you are their corner, you are their support, their enthusiasm and their what? Willingness to work is what? Is boosted, is increased. They know they can do anything and go to any length. Ensure that what? Ensure evaluation. Ensure that evaluation is done. Ensure you carry out evaluation. Don't just allow anybody to work without you assessing, appraising. Listen, everybody gets to work, but they need feedback. All your staff need feedback. The teachers need feedback. And the only way you can give them feedback is when you appraise and give them the report. You get them the result of your appraisal. So they need to know where and what they have done well and what they have not done well. You don't keep it to yourself. When you do classroom observation, you go around, you look at them when they are teaching. And it is not that it is in the class that you say, Mr. Adekogbe, that is 2 plus 2 is not no, not in the class. You don't correct that teacher directly there. You can call the attention of the teacher and the student. Mr. Adekogbe, can I see you shortly? Check what's on the board. This and this and this and this. So that he or she goes back and do what? And do the correction. Not me. She will soon make mistake now. So it's important that we get that sure. And then you must listen to feedback. Listen to feedback. Get feedback of whatever. As you are assessing them, ask them to also assess your own style, your own operation. Ensure that you also ask them bits of questions, and you can do that in different ways. You can even do Google form. Tell them not to put their names or even phone number, anything on email. Do that. Let that be that kind of assessment. The same way that teachers can also ask the student to assess them too. Ask them to bring out an exercise book or small jotter. Write something about me. Don't put your name. What am I not doing right and what am I doing right? You understand? Some of us can get angry. Don't get angry too much. Just take it, collect your money, and then now begin to know how you are going to spend it. As in, analyze and see areas that you need to what? Progress or make amendments. You understand? So you can do that. Then how do we manage effective communication between teachers? Communication between administrator and teacher is the effective communication is one of the cornerstones of being a school administrator and leader. So that in such a way, it's the best of the tools that you can use. Effective communication is the best tool as an administrator and as a leader that you can use to help you in your job. And so you have to leverage. So how can you get that? Leverage on what? Technology, available technology. Leverage on the available technology. Whatever it is that helps you to get that information across and get feedback. Leverage on that. And then ensure safety and what? Privacy. Confidentiality is key. There can be some level of whistleblowing. You don't disclose the identity of a whistleblower. If not, you will not hear another whistleblower. But when a whistleblower comes to you, investigate. You need to what? Invest, and don't just act on impulse. Investigate and ensure that you get the real content before you now act. Ensure safety and privacy. Send brief and clear messages. Not too worded, and at least straight to the point, and you can get it immediately. Even to parents, to everyone. Create a communication plan for each year. This is a new year, this is a new school year. Create a communication plan. How often do you get information across to your staff? How often do you get information across to your parents? How often will you get information? You can get a jotter, note the things that are coming in, and get out the information. Is it weekly, every Friday that you get the information? They can process it over the weekend, or is it Monday morning? What you have, have it online. Whatever that comes in on Tuesday that does not require immediate action, can be part of what you are going to pass out for the next one. But the one that requires immediate action, get whosoever that needs to work, act on it, and you can get that done. So then maintain an open and clear line of communication to do their job. Let you are telling them what to do. Let's give them information for them to be able to know what to do clearly. Be open to feedback. Seek diverse opinions, and then be an active listener. Communicate with what? Empathy. And match words to what? Action. Don't just be a talker. Be a what? Be a doer. Do what you say. Do what? What you say. When you do what you say, it becomes easy for them to be able to act and follow you. they see you as somebody, she will do it herself. If she gives you a job and she gives you timeline and you don't deliver, she will do it herself. And so it's important for administrators to have every bit of skill that is required for them to carry out any task. In case there is a disappointment, always do a backup. Have option B in everything that you want. You are entering to the school new year, you must have a lot of options and alternatives. In case it doesn't go this way we do. So it's important that you have that ready. Then become a role model. Become a role model. Ensure that you do what is expected. Then show what? Respect. Show respect them. Value them. And then let their lives also matter to you. Some administrators don't even know the birthdays of their teachers or their staff. They don't even know where they are living. Even when they are pregnant and they deliver, they don't know anything about naming ceremony. Those years back, there used to be this school, they have a culture. My school was not doing it then. But this school, if anybody puts to bed, they will take coastal bus. The staff after school, they will land in that place and intimidate everybody. Come and see you. You know that this person is working in this place. There was one of such occasion. The wife works in that place and the husband works in my own place. So in my place, we still go, but we don't go like a group. When we go there, I saw something. I saw intimidation. I said, yay! And we are the husband though. They are the wife, oh mama. I said, these ones, they got us. We went back to go and repent. And then, you understand? It helps that build that kind of sense of belonging. And they see that what matters to them matters to you too as an administrator. So what benefit do you have when you communicate and collaborate? You have new ideas because you are working with people, because it's not just you alone. New ideas, you want to keep what? Coming forth. Then you have what? Increase what? Increase productivity. People, everybody is working because they get the right information as at when due, and then they know who to get to work with. I want to fix something in my class. Yes, I get to the final teacher. There are some of our teachers that are not even final teachers that are also good in display. You understand? So you work with such ones too. I want to do this. I have this idea to do this. What do you have? Okay, let's see. You are working with people. You know what to do, and everybody is working. Of course, naturally, productivity will increase. Then there will be more fun. More fun because you are not the only one doing the job. The job is what? Shared. The idea is coming from almost everybody, all area. So there won't be pressure on you. You won't be stressed because everybody is working together. And then there is also a varied perspectives. Varied perspective come from different angles. And then you also have improved relationship, because we are working together, we are collaborating, it's improving. We have innovative solutions. Innovative when there are problems, the way everybody come out with ideas, you find that you are solving that problem, in a different dimension, because a lot of ideas are coming in. There's more effective problem solving, because we are many, because we are speaking to one another, and then we are collaborating. Yes, we solve problem more effectively. And then there's also increased knowledge. Increased knowledge. Everybody's coming. Some people are very good at researching into facts. And when you give opportunity for them to say something, you are picking from one person and the other person. And so you are taking from what that person is presenting. So which means that even at meetings, at deliberations, it's important that we allow people to talk, so that others can also give their opinions, and then you can add to what you know. Also, there is also career what? Guide. Somebody may say something that like, okay, in that area. Somebody just naturally talking and it can click for someone because of collaboration. That area is an opening. Okay, I think I can do something in that area too. Let me look for how I can acquire that skill or do, because someone spoke, because we work with somebody, because somebody is giving ideas and somebody is doing something. Then also there is also what improved quality of a team's delivery or deliverables. Every team, every unit, because they are collaborating together, the content of their delivery is what is improved or is being improved upon. There is also elevation of the employee morale. There is what? There is an increase, because it's a work that is done. We are doing it collectively, and so we are group. When you say group work, and we are making presentation in a group. Even when you in the classroom, you give children tasks to do, and you ask them to do in group, do group work, and discuss this. Then let some, because I'm not the only one going to say what I know. You know what you do. We are teachers now. We are smart. We have a way of not letting them know so much that we don't know it. So we look like you are giving it out as a project, as a group work, as something, and they just come up and come. And when you are seated there, you are also learning. You are picking and getting things together. That is what collaboration can do. You can do, and that is what communication. Why communication is important. Administrators cannot work with teachers without passing it. If an administrator is keeping information, hoard information, he will suffer in the school, because things cannot be done. If people will just do what they want to do with the little information or knowledge that they have, but if the administrator gives them the information that is due, even the administrator can go and sleep. The job will be what? Will be done. Don't be afraid. They can do this. Human beings have always been human beings. They have never disappointed us. We are all human beings. They don't. If you see anything you are disappointed, it shows that you are not yet human enough. Because disappointment is part of what is called human being. So you don't allow it to get to you and make you feel like, I can never do this again. It is a lie. You will do again. And again and again. So just gather yourself together, get yourself, and then sort things out and move on. So collaboration is key. So in conclusion, communication and collaboration are the ability to exchange information, ideas, and feedback to work together towards a common goal. These skills are crucial for educational innovation, as they enable leaders to engage with diverse stakeholders, identity, needs, opportunities, and then co-create solutions. We can co-create solutions in our world. Thank you. We can co-create solutions. Your school and another school can redesign. Now listen, it's important that we globally ensure that our children are prepared globally. The national curriculum, federal has given us curriculum, and our states have also giving us curriculum. Do you know you can also redesign the curriculum in your school to include some basics? There are things you need to include in that scheme of work to make your children to be global citizens. And it may just be peculiar to your school, except you have a group of schools that you work with and you can design, such together. So it's important that you take that leap of faith and ensure that your children, your product live, and they're able to represent you in such a way that even you, where you are seated, you'll be happy with yourself. Thank you so much. The Lord bless you.
Thank you. We can't say thank you enough. That was an in-depth